Hello Aries, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. If Aries is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And if there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Okay. Now this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Aries, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. There is a 4 of Pentacles. Very nice. I love the 4 of Pentacles. I think it is a understated card, right? I think it's a card that really shows a lot of security, a lot of stability in your life right now. And it's one of those cards that we might see and just be like, oh, okay, that's pretty good. But it really is something special when we get a 4. And we've got a 5. I don't read reversals. We talk about the 5s a lot, whether they come out right side up or reversed. It doesn't matter. There's light and shadow in every card. So this card I think is going to have, let's just leave it upside down so we remember. That's going to have some special significance, I think. All right. Let's finish up with our path of the Serpent here. A lot of very strong energy today. Very strong energy. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. For that, we're going to use the Smith-Waite Tarot. And this is one card we select randomly. We are going to set it aside. We'll put our frog right on top. And we are still looking for a name for that frog. I haven't settled on a name for our frog friend yet. But that card's going to tie everything together at the end, right? Give us that confirmation that we need. Okay. So let's take a look at this again. We've got some earth, we've got some air, we've got some water, we've got some fire, major arcana. We have some earth, some fire, and some air, a court card here. And some major arcana in the form of this tower energy. I think that this is really a breakthrough for you. I think we have to take some risks in order to have some major developments, right? Nothing comes without risk, right? They say that. Here's the 4 of Pentacles that we brought out first. And this, I think, is you being a very stable person. I don't think you like risk. I think you like things to be relatively predictable. I think that you appreciate having some solid ground beneath your feet. You like having some savings. You like having, a certain level of fitness, a health standard as well as like a financial standard. I think you like to have things pretty stable. You kind of go for the sure bet more often than you do the kind of risky gamble. Yeah. I think that there's an opportunity in front of you right now where it might be a little bit more of a risk than you're comfortable with. Now, this could be financial, it could be a risk in the workplace, it could be something with a potential, romantic partner or even a business partner. Something that gives you a sense of instability, right? That brings us to this 5, really. See, we want this stability here, but the situation is kind of making us think of this 5 of Pentacles. It's movement in the physical realm. It's either a shifting of resources, it's an investment of some kind that causes some anxiety, but this card was upside down, so there's almost this feeling. Now let's just look at the card right side up. This is anxiety. This is feeling like, we're not sure we're doing the right thing. It's kind of a big risk. I'm worried about it. It doesn't feel like this is gonna, it's not something that I'm comfortable with, especially when we're coming from a 4. But this card came out upside down. So this could be that this is the risk that you do feel sure of, you do feel comfortable with. right? And this is the one that should, by all accounts, it should have come out this way and be causing anxiety, be representing some worry and some anxiety. But I almost feel like it's not. I almost feel like this is the one where, for some maybe unknown reason, I feel like you trust this one, you know? There's something about it that has a very, maybe some synchronicity surrounding it. Maybe it just has a really good vibe, gives you a really good feeling. Yeah. And again, could be a business thing. It could be a partnership with someone romantically or otherwise. Could be literally an investment of money. Okay. So I kind of feel like this is different than normal. It's not what you expect. I think we would expect the card to be representing the worry and the turmoil of it, the uncertainty. We don't want to go from a 4 to a 5, right? Unless we know that this movement is leading us to a better place, i.e. more stability, but on a higher level, right? And that's exactly what we see here because of this. Well, we've got the 6, right? 6 of Pentacles. We have a 9 of Wands up here, but the 6 and the 6 of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles. These two really give me this sense of, hey, we're in a good spot now, but if we take this risk, and whether this is partnering up with someone, entering this new romantic relationship, taking this new job, whatever it is, it seems like it's really going to lead to greater stability, right? We may have to shift things around now. For a temporary time, there's going to be some instability, but we're really kind of leveling up with things, right? But let's look at these other cards because we see this moon down here. We see this 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups in your recent past, I feel like you've made an investment before. You've done this kind of 4 to a 5 thing before, maybe when this card came out this way, right? Kind of the normal way. You didn't really feel too good about it, but maybe you did it anyway, and I think it didn't really work out the best way. Okay. Maybe that's putting it gently. Because I feel like you kind of lost faith. We tried it kind of against our better judgment, right? Against our gut feeling. We decided to go for it anyway. Didn't work out. Maybe this was a relationship. You thought you would, you'd take a risk, and it was disappointing. Or maybe it was literally a financial investment. You lost money, right? So because this is here in the recent past, it's very understandable why we'd be a little bit reluctant to do the same thing again. Now we've got this 2 of Swords. This is our uncertainty right now. This is us, because, I mean, if we look at this card, it's kind of, it can point to both directions at once, right? It's kind of saying, yeah, it feels right this time. There's something about this one that seems different. This card came out the wrong way. So there's something about this one. This one feels like it might be good. But then I remember what happened last time, and boy, I don't want to do that again. So we're left with this kind of uncertainty. There's these 2 paths, and we're not sure, really, if it's worth the risk. Well, looking at these 6s over here, it seems like if this pays off, if this has the beneficial effects that we're, kind of crossing our fingers that it has, it really, it's going to be great. It's going to be really fantastic. The Moon card down here, first major arcana. You're ready for something to change in your life, right? So this card's underneath everything. This is more of a subconscious, more of an impulse, more of a gut feeling, more of an intuition. This is saying that, hey, this time might be different. This time feels right. But we have to be careful that what we're calling a gut feeling or an intuition is not just some sort of confirmation bias. Because I feel like deep down, you really need something like this to pay off. You're ready for the results of this. You're more than ready for 6 of Wands and 6 of Pentacles, fire and earth, right? Spirit and manifestation. You're ready for this conjunction here. This alignment is fantastic. So we're ready for that. And the moon is saying that, yes, and this very important change, we're ready for that. Right? I keep knocking over the little horse. See, I got this little horse here. Incidentally, I feel a little horse today too. Anyway, the moon energy is us really wanting this to be real, or wanting this time to be different. Yeah. I think it will be. I think you think it will be. But we know that if we don't choose to go forward with this, if we choose to just kind of stay back here, stay with the 4, and just say it's not worth the risk, we know we're not going to get here. All right, we know we're not going to get to this 6. And this is like the level up. This is taking the stability of the 4, making the choice. See, it even works out mathematically. We've got the 4, we add the 2, we get the 6. Right? 4, 5, yes, 6. So by making the choice, we're going to kind of bypass the risk, and we're going to go straight to the increase of stability. We're making the choice to move forward. Now, the only way to get to the 6 from the 4 is to add the choice, take the risk. It's kind of silly that that's how it works out, but without the risk, there is no reward, right? But if we do make this transition, well, the first thing, obviously, is the 6 of Wands. This is the initial joy and like satisfaction, the confidence that you get from having done this, and it seemingly works out. Whether this is a relationship, a business partnership, starting a new job, changing jobs perhaps, right? Maybe we're shifting from the comfortable job that we have now, the 4 of discs or pentacles, and we see this higher opportunity, the 6 maybe, or the 6 of pentacles that we see down here in your general energy. Maybe we want to go from this 4 of discs to this 6 of discs. It seems a better opportunity. It seems like it's a promotion. The 6 of Wands is kind of, getting that promotion. But there's some risk involved. There is some history here that's kind of making us a little uncertain. But we're ready for it. We're ready for the change. We're ready for something new. We're ready to level up. We're ready to go from a 4 to a 6. We're just not too comfortable with the risk, and that I think is the problem. But once we get to the path of the serpent, we get the 6 of discs. This is the new position, the new relationship, the new, maybe you're moving somewhere, I don't know, whatever the new stability, the new normal kind of is. It's going to be pretty successful. I think we're going to be happy that we did it. Behind it is that victory, that big win, right? That's now manifesting, that confidence. It's manifesting now as a successful endeavor. Maybe the new job, the new relationship, partnership, the new business, whatever it is, it's going to work. Right? Then I think we get comfortable here. Right? Then I think we start to really look for other ways that we can level up. Right? Now, I wonder what this tower is doing here. Is the tower here? Well, it's the only other major arcana card that we have. So I wonder if this is now kind of our... we're starting to catch the bug a little bit, right? We took the risk here, it paid off. Are we now thinking, well, now I gotta risk even more. Now I've got to make more big changes in my life. Now we've got this confidence. This is kind of like a gambler's confidence. You win one time, and now we think, oh, I can invest everything I have. Now I've learned the secret, and I can, keep risking larger and larger amounts. Well, I think this is kind of a gambler's fallacy here. We don't want to inadvertently destroy this 6 of Pentacles that we created. We're still someone that needs stability, Just because it's working out this time doesn't mean then, we should be looking for new ways to risk everything we have. So we have to still be smart. And there's not really a lot of air energy here, right? There's not. We have the 2. This was our initial kind of debating. Which way should we go? Should we do it? And then the other air energy we have is this, the Prince of Swords at the end. But in between, we've just got a lot of this fire. We've got a nice kind of trilogy of fire energy here. And this fire energy here really, it's like we've succeeded this time. We've got this and this, right? And it just kind of got us started on a path that now we feel like we're maybe invincible. We're feeling like we can just, bet more at the blackjack table, right? We're just going to go all in now. We're going to bet it all. Because I figured out how to do it, right? This is kind of a false bravado kind of thing. So the meaning of this, I feel like, is that we have to be careful. We have to still be in touch with our strength, our inner resolve, right? This is sun and moon connected. This is back here to this moon energy, right? Because it's connecting with the moon. And it's saying, look, we have to be very much in touch with what's going on underneath the surface. It seems like we're kind of getting addicted to this, to change, right? We wanted this level up. We wanted to improve our circumstances. Maybe this was us taking the risk and getting into a new relationship. And then we've got this tower energy that says, well, maybe I can get a better relationship. Maybe I can have, 10, 20 relationships. It's something that we do now that puts things at risk. Now we're thinking that this card's always going to come out reversed like this. But it's not the case. This is a rare event. This is one of those kind of once-in-a-lifetime shots where everything seems right. You're still kind of concerned. It feels like this is the moment. This is the risk that's going to pay off, and it does. Doesn't mean that the next one will. So we've got to be smart. We've got to control ourselves, right? We've got to control this fire energy. And I think between the 6 and the 9, we can keep this tower contained, It doesn't mean that there aren't going to be more opportunities that have this very good alignment here. And perhaps a little bit of luck or chance getting the 5 of Pentacles reversed. So another opportunity will present itself, but we can't just run wild with it. As soon as we get to the 6, now we just think, well, I'm going to bust through and get to a 9, right? Because we have this false confidence. Maybe the 6 is where we're supposed to stay, right? Because the 9 is kind of an uncertain attainment, right? This is the 9 here. This is in the position of what we don't want, by the way. We don't want to have to go back over here and take all of these other factors into account. Yes, remember your 8 of Cups. Don't forget about that. Right? That happened. And don't forget about the 5 of Pentacles. It doesn't always come out reversed. Usually it comes out like this. And sometimes we don't get that feeling like everything is going to be perfect, that this is the time it's going to work. So we need this, though. We need that inner strength that says, I'm going to stay where I am for now. Now, let's not forget that this This is the risk. This is the investment. This is taking the gamble and doing it this time, right? This time. Maybe not so next time, okay? And I think that's the message here is that, look, despite the risks involved now, it's going to work out. It's going to be great. But let's hold off here. Once we get done with this, let's not try to bring about this tower. Let's not think that now we can just gamble away everything and that it's going to be okay. And I think this is kind of the message of this, the Prince of Swords here at the end, because this is a lot of air energy. This is kind of some confusing air energy. This is us now wondering if what I feel is the false bravado, or if it's really my intuition, my gut feeling that says, yes, I can keep going. So now we have to bring it back, and we have to invoke our 2 again to sort through some of this air, because this is a lot of air energy. And I think it's going to potentially lead us astray, where we think that we are following our will, following our destiny, following the universe, but it's really our own, like, pride, our own ego, you know. So the 2 is saying, look, we have to continue to be discerning. Yes, you have to think about it. You have to do the 2 where we have to say, well, this is kind of risky, but, you know, I remember what happened last time, and it's, you know, the potential is really great, but, and I really want change, but I like the stability. It's basically going to be the same debate, but now we're going to be on this level up. And now maybe this time the 5 of Pentacles is not going to be reversed. It's going to be the kind of regular way, right? And of course the 8 of Cups will be different, because then we'll stay, instead of saying, well, hey, last time it didn't work out, we're going to say, hey, last time was really fantastic, so maybe this time will be just as good. You know, we got to be careful of the Tower, because then eventually we're just going to gamble everything away. And each time we're going to think, well, this is the moment now. This must be the time that it's going to work out. So let's hold our horses, as they say, you know. But I don't want to take away from the very, very beautiful message that this time, the path of the dove, we got that 5 of Pentacles reversed. I think this time it's not causing you that much anxiety. I think this time you do have this intuition that it's going to work out. So let's focus on this, but just be ready for later on in your life. You know, next week or something. Let's be careful not to rush into any other of these, you know, casinos, these gambling events, and do something that we might regret, you know. Let's look at the mystery card. Maybe that has some more insight. Thank you, Frog, for your help. I want to see an even number. I want to see a 2, a 4, 6, 8. 10 would be nice. But I kind of feel like we're going to get another 6 that just says, hey, let's take this move to the next level, and then let's be comfortable here for a minute so that we can reassess, right? I mean, this is really good news. This is a big win, you know. But I feel like it's not going to be enough for you, you know. Well, we've got the Emperor. The Emperor is good because this energy maintains control over all of this fire energy. Yeah, you may feel like if I succeed in this, then I can succeed in anything. So I feel like this 6 of Wands, this big win, is not going to be enough for you. You're going to want more and more and more. This is what we need to get a handle on. This is what the Emperor can have some discipline over. And I think that this will allow you the foresight, the discernment to really assess your next move. To do it in such a way where it's not just kind of a tower, kind of risking it all, but it's more calculated, you know. Because, yeah, maybe the Six of Wands is not enough for you. Maybe this level up is not the end of the road. Maybe this is just one stepping stone, you know. But we have to be in control of this ambition, you know, this confidence that we have that might compel you to just run forward, run to the next, you know, the next risky investment, thinking it's going to also be amazingly successful. So let's appreciate the big win that we have now, and then we can look at the future and see what our next move is going to be. All right. Sounds like a good plan to me. Anyway, we are going to do an extended Aries. If you would like to stick around, just click on the link up there, and that will give you access to every extended reading. Okay. I encourage you to cross-watch, check your other placements. Thank you for being here, and thank you for letting me read for you.